people like, are you coming out tonight? It's just the validation and the conviction I need to know, like, girl, like, you are being seen, like, people love you for real, even though you're going through your things, keep pushing, you know. So I just really appreciate everybody who came here. One day at a time, I still pushing.
It was an occasion at which she took time to share her heart with fans, supporters, and loved ones.
I'm getting older, like, what do you really want? And I ain't talking about, like, people who might be like, you should get signed, because first of all, you have no idea what needs to be signed. You probably don't want to be signed, but
Friday, August 22, 2025, that's the date she launched her album, Mood Swings.
This is my sophomore album, so I dropped Tropicana in 2018, and clearly it's 2025.
And on the night of Saturday, August 23, persons flood the halls of R&R Malone Complex at Pockwood Pond, Tortola, for several reasons. Some to see her up close and personal, celebrate the album release, but most of all to get to know Monéa, the artist, a bit more. Now, upon entering the room that night, one's curiosity piqued, seeing one of the territory's top artists doing what makes her that special artist, Tia Modest, painting a mural featuring the name of Monéa's album, Mood Swings. Then we got the gist of it all.
Series of mood swings, and each color that you see on the paintings in front of you represents a mood in the album. So blue represents reflective, yellow represents joyful and happy, purple represents powerful, pink represents flirty, orange represents confident, and green represents sensual. So as we begin listening to the album, each song is associated with a color, and as each color is associated with a mood.
So, what I want you to do today, when you listen to the music, you're gonna feel out like the different moods. So for instance, I'm gonna just grab a brush. Each color that is represented up on the board is here on the table. It comes with a glass, napkin, everything that you need to clean off or what's not. And then you just go in and fill in. These images right here, the hearts or the stars that are there, each of you are going to fill in however you feel. So I'm feeling a bit flirty tonight. I'm going to go with the pink. If you're feeling flirty, you go with the pink. If you're feeling flirty. I'm going to fill in the star. Simple like this. So you're going based on the mood that you're feeling, how the songs are making you feel. That's the mood that you're going to choose. If you need any other further instructions, I'll be right here. I'm going to be filling in these parts with you. We're going to be having fun. I'm feeling a little rage afterwards, so I'm going to choose red. So that's how we're going to do it. We're going to feel out the music and carry along.
Easy, definitely. Easy represents confidence. So easy is orange. Easy is orange, it represents confident. It represents being confident about yourself, having self-worth, and understanding that you don't need to be with somebody that's not appreciative of you. You can move on and get somebody easy.
When the music stopped, the room went up in applause as the star of the night sat with Shamar Trim, where she shared her story in a question and answer format. Here are bits of what Monéa shared.
Umami to me is a good depiction of yeah. Like it has so many different elements. Like I literally put every version of me in there. It had trap, it had rap, it had it had the tropical sing-songy kind of vibe. So if you listen to Umami, that's like the sound. And to be honest with y'all, I got a lot of songs. We made Umami in 2018.
Oh.
Yes, and I wasn't gonna put it on an album. I was like, this song is too old and everybody fight for it. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put it out now because if it don't come out now, it's not gonna come out ever.
And
but
it's one of them ones.
I actually love it. I actually love it so. Yeah. I just needed to put this album out to culminate this song, this vibe, what I can do in this space. Right. But I see this as the end of an era, and for a while I was like, this is my last album and then I'm gone, but no, after it's out, it kind of make me feel like, wow, like, I have a fresh start now. I could really like start a new era, and I want my music to be more world music, more mainstream, like actually just go for it, because that's where the dream really began, and along the way I kind of went with what the fans were responding to and what seemed to be booking me shows, and so I kind of went along a path, and it kind of started to lead in a direction of putting myself in a box, and it's something that I wasn't trying to do. But as life went on and you kind of trying to make choices based on the circumstances that pop up and the situations that pop up, you just do the best you can until you hit the end of the road, like, you look back like, wait a minute, how I get off? Like, I didn't even realize the years passed and I get here and I not lose sight of the goal, but it's like, now is the chance to re-evaluate, rethink, like, I'm getting older, like, what do you really want? And I ain't talking about, like, people who might be like, you should get signed, because first of all, you have no idea what needs to be signed. You probably don't want to be signed, but what I mean to me, a lot of times I would feel like, oh, people probably think I should be further, and it's like, I should keep going because I should be further, but it's like, not everything making me happy, and that's the real talk. I don't want to do that. You think that that's success, but I don't want that.
Right.
So now I'm really like just going through the process of, okay girl, what do you want? What do you want your music to sound like moving forward? Not what the fans might want from you, like what do you want that you would feel it in your soul, like, okay, I am behind this 100% because of how I feel, or because of how I feel convicted by God to do it, or just whatever. Like, it's just like beginning of a new era.
A new chapter. Everything's to happen. Which one?
You ready to rest?
Probably. You like for time?
Okay, I did take off 2 songs. Hint.
Tell me which one of the songs encapsulates what you're feeling right now and where you are in life right now.
That's a good question. So obviously I'm gonna gravitate more towards like the I don't want to say meaningful songs, but the heartfelt songs. So Monéa, like honestly, I created Monéa, right? And it was an emotional thing to create, like the lyrics are very deep, I like cried or whatever. But during the process of like finishing the album, like going through the different mixes, so let me know. Good. Shout out to press the button. Clap it up. But going through the process from beginning to end, you get to a point where you just listening to the songs, but you're really listening to the songs anymore. Like I listening to things that I didn't even care about. Like I'm telling Rakim like the bass ain't hit it. Like I tell you like, okay, fix this and I don't like this. But then just the other day, right, now that people listening and coming to me about that song in particular, like Monéa, I was like, why do I just feel so nonchalant about what's happening right now? So I went back and I was like, let me listen to Monéa real quick. Why I start crying? Like I actually sit down again and I was listening for real, like to the lyrics, and I was listening, like trying to listen from a fresh air in a kind of way. And I was like, yo, like this song actually was me trying to let my fans know that, yeah, on stage, I could turn it on, like I know I could turn that on, but a lot of times you just don't know what it is that people battling with, and a lot of people clearly relate to that song. About this in 2018 to 2025, just becoming a woman, going through ups and downs, physically, emotionally, spiritually, mentally. So I just felt like I had to represent the journey, because I couldn't just come back and live in one space, one era, because I was multiple things along this journey. So I had my highs, I had my lows. It's different moods in terms of the subject matter. Sometimes it's about relationships, but I feel like I really dived deep on this album, and I was vulnerable and emotional in songs like Monéa. And I'd be like, normally I would go in the studio and be like, I need to make a hit. Let me, like, what would the girls want to sing loud with their chest, like, deep in position, like, how can I make a hit? But I was like, okay, when I'm creating an album now, I get to tell a full story. And I use that opportunity for people to get to know me deeper. I'm not in a box it's like I've been struggling a lot with placing myself somewhere, feeling the pressure to put a pretty bow on it or something like that. So when I made that, I just was so fed up of having to be something I don't see myself as. So it's kind of me saying like, okay, this is what I believe in. I don't care like about your way. I want to do it my way. Morally, I don't care about selfish stuff. Like I would risk it all if I have to give up my soul. Like it just to me is a good introduction of what I believe in, especially morally, and what I feel like I deserve after all of that hard work.
I know like you named your song.
And like a lot of them work with me on the first album. So it's just so crazy to see the evolution of everyone.
Right.
Like me with my pen, me with my voice, them with their beats. It's just, like I said, a whole evolved version of the first drum band.
So I know I'm trouble coming to now.
No,
Not trouble
mood
swings, forgive me. See. I know on Mood Swings we have a lot of collaborations. We might, as far as Belize, we have this artist put on one of my favorite songs.
I'm obsessed with that song. I feel like it's so underrated because it's been out since January.
I was like, why nobody playing this everywhere? Like, come on, this is such a good
That's
song.
one of my favorites.
So tell me about like the collaborative experience with some of these features on your album.
So I'll be honest about that song. Like when he first sent back his verse, he washed me so bad I had to go back. I was like, no, this is not happening to me. So he inspired me to go back and write my second verse over. And I was like, damn, like your pen is insane. So I know of him through Jahphix Beats, who is one of the producers, and also not me, but he worked with him in Atlanta. So that's how I became connected to him in that way. So when he sent his verse back, like I said, it made me go like, okay, let me go back in, make my thing harder than how I did it, yeah.
Come for him, come for that man.
Can't be washed every time. It's that song, it is that same song, only because it pushed me so hard to like write something that I didn't think, not that I wasn't capable of doing, but it forced me to really push my pen, I would say, for that song.
That song is incredible. Like, I've been listening to it before, but since the album dropped on Friday, it's been like it was hitting. It's been the one.
The thing about that song is like, okay, so the producers are, his name is Trap Dog, he's like popcorn DJ, and he had sent me something years ago, like the first piece of the beat. And the thing is like, I feel like I could hear when a beat, to me I would say like, this is a hit beat to me. Like, oh, like this is a hit beat, but damn, like I can't get nothing to it.
Yeah. So
it's like it would sit there, and I would be like, it'll pop up again, like, let me try to get on this beat because this beat is a hit beat, and I need to get something. So like when I finally got something this year to it, I think early this year or last year, and then what happened was I sent it to Roddy, he's another producer on this thing, and to me, I feel like Roddy, like shout out to Roddy, he is such a great like producer in general, but finisher. Like he would go in and add those drums. Like he did it to Call Me as well. He would add that dance vibe, that yes. And when he said it back, I'm like, wait, now I feel it on stage. Now I feeling it in my voice. Now I could see people vibing and dancing while they listen.
And that's the thing about like collaborative artists, best new dancehall artists, and the best new R&B artists. Caribbean R&B, excuse me. Tell me more about that and how did that make you feel and impact your journey, especially with the Mood stuff?
Feel seen, recognized, also because it's fan voted. It's kind of like a like I got fan, like a aha kind of moment. So I feel honored and I feel blessed because a lot of people can't say they have people who would fill a room like this, you know? Make some noise for yourselves, please. Like I honestly don't take it for granted. This is something extraordinary, and a lot of times creativeness. Okay, I will be really vulnerable and honest with y'all. Like this year has been the hardest battle for me. in terms of deciding whether or not I wanted to even continue doing music. And people would from the outside looking at me might be like, girl, are you insane? Like, you on the right path, you're right there, blah, blah, blah. But just know that everybody has their own internal battles. Even if you're looking at somebody from the outside thinking they have it all together and you're looking up to them, which is great, but don't bring yourself down in the process. Like, just know that people like, are you coming out tonight? It's just the validation and the conviction I need to know, like, girl, like, you are being seen, like, people love you for real, even though you're going through your things, keep pushing, you know. So I just really appreciate everybody who came here. One day at a time, I still pushing. Despite how I feel like I want to quit my shop and we try to release back. But no, but that's just me being honest, you know. It like I said, the mood swings of creating this project, like feeling like it's not good enough, never feeling like the project is good enough. Like even though that it's out, I love it, I'm already on to the next, like, oh, I know this will be better. Like I can't wait to be on to my next era that's better, you know. So I just want to bask in tonight and show love to Aya for me. That's really why I wanted to do this. But right now, I don't do a release practice in Thomas, a release practice in Coy. I'm still gonna do Tropicana Orlando. Like that's my main goal because I'm not waiting anymore for promoters to book me wherever I wanna
No
go.
more.
So even if I have to go and perform for 10 people in a small little shanty or something in the States, I have 10 fans there in this state. I just try to figure out how to get to the people that actually give a damn about what I'm doing, because online it could look good, you could have the numbers, people have millions of views online on videos, and they show a show and crickets in the crowd. Or people can't sing one song from them. So my goal has always been to connect with the people, organically connect with the people authentically in spaces like this. So I want to continue to create my own spaces for my fans instead of feeling like I have to chase and be in somebody else's space. Yeah, so that's my main goal. To set content and you know all that frivolous thing.
So what do you want your listeners to take away from listening to Mood Swings? What's the one message or the one lyric that you would want them to take away from that?
So overall, I wanted it to reflect me as a whole.
Yeah.
I feel like my brand, and that's why I can't fit in one box. As a woman, I just feel like we are so multifaceted in the music industry. They always want to speak about sex, and I don't just blame the industry. It's just like consumers, like a lot of just freaky frogs. Like everybody's just like freaky frogs. But people, it sells, you know. But as women, it's okay to be sensual and own your sexuality, but you're not just that. You know, you could be a boss, you could talk your shit, and you could still be vulnerable and have feelings in the same token. So I wanted to encapsulate what it means to be a multifaceted woman who just owns who she is, the highs and the lows. So when they listen, it should take them through all those different versions of themselves and men too. They always say, I need about this, I hate men. This I hate men. You know, the waste man them can go to hell, but to my good man them, if you're not if you're not event, you must be a good man. So it's like you say, it's a piece of me being put out there to be judged. And I just tell you the backstory of this album, creating this album, taking a long time, the moves I went through, the emotions, for me to put it out, and some people probably skim through it like, or like 30 seconds in and I don't care for it. So it's kind of like, you judge it, it just feels very much like you're being judged, you know, but at the same token, to see the positive side of it, that's the reward, I would say. To see people experience themselves through the music, through my experience. I feel like that's so satisfying when people message me and like, you put into words stuff I could never say. I can't believe you said this song exactly how I've been feeling, but I could never say it. Like, me being a vessel in that way, that's just a spiritual thing, a special thing. Like, being an artist, you have to be in a very vulnerable space. It's a spiritual download. I can't tell you how I make these songs. I just, in the studio, I put the mic on, and when it come out, I sometimes be like, wait, like how? I don't know where it come from. That's just like a me and God thing. So it's like you say you're in a very much like vulnerable position as an artist, but seeing people appreciate the work and being healed or being inspired or being motivated, yeah, that's the reward. I want to thank you, my mom, thank you, my sis. Thank you guys so much again. Also, I want to thank everybody that worked on the project. Shout out to Preston Button, he's here. Shout out to my producers. Shout out to Shaki Bellenhead, he did a bunch of my graphics. Shout out to you, thank you so much. Shout out to Travi, my right hand, oh my gosh. Shout out to Kyra as well. And shout out to June, just everybody on my creative team. Shout out to Marissa for this incredible event and also my friends that was working overtime to put this together. So I hope you guys enjoyed the painting. Shout out to Tia, just everybody that's a part of this tonight. I just have to say thank you so much. Thank you to God, first and foremost, because as an artist, that's another thing I would say. You have to really walk in faith because nothing about this is certain. Like, why do I choose this every day? Because I don't know what's going to happen next time. Sometimes I do crave that stability. But when God puts something on your heart and you're anointed in a certain way, I have no choice because, you know, it is what it is. But I just want to thank you guys so much. Like I said, shout out to Forge, Uncle Mead. And I just hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you.
Monéa's album Mood Swings is out on all platforms for your listening and even dancing pleasures. I'm Kathy Richards with this JTV feature.
We know that where you choose to bank matters, and it is your vote on what your funds do in strengthening our community. As your official Bank of Paradise, we invest and support the lifeblood of our economy by helping in the realization of personal goals for homeownership, education, and entrepreneurial visions, which support small businesses. We make it our place to connect with persons and worthy causes, and we have been doing so for more than 30 years. Where your money goes and what your dollars empower are your choice. And we thank you for choosing us, a bank that gives where it matters the most, for you, for our community, and a happier tomorrow. The National Bank of the Virgin Islands.
Large and small corporations in the BVI can't be wrong. Bovi HR, a BVI-based integrated solution of employee timesheets, leave tracking, scheduling, employment letters, HR processes, pay slips, and tax reports, including NHI, Social Security, and Inland Revenue, will make your management of employees easier. While Bovi HR can cater to the needs of larger enterprises, it also works exceptionally well for small companies. To sign up, visit bovihr.com, that is bovihr.com, or call us at 342-9686.